is a word.
First thing I'll show is this. Cool. So you can see the backfire there.
Yeah.
So you see that position. So that's kind of what you're aiming for, something similar to this. So
yeah.
Oh shit. So the feet to head is pretty much a straight line, and then the head's looking back.
Yeah.
This is the leader here, so they're looking kind of at the leader.
Yeah.
And that way they can approach from that angle. You see how I was saying about the horizon level?
Yeah.
So he's now going to approach by accelerating this way.
Yeah.
Whereas if they're down and too far forward around here, and that's the leader, if they're going to accelerate to come up to the leader, they're going to go that way. So they can't accelerate, they'll have to slow down, then come back. And that's why where you were sitting was good head level. Then for yourself, same, you can see here, see the shoulders, they're just kind of neutral compared to up. You can see there's a bit of a chicken neck going on here with slightly there, so it doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong. Everyone does a little bit, but you can see the other belly flyers. 1, 2, 3, all there. The legs, the arms, all yours are good. It's just getting used to that, just flying through. So this is this is the first point of contact, is here on the head. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool, much better exit. Yeah, much better from both ears. Much better. Cool, you can see you forward already. Very good.
I think, like, I was kind of thinking, the first one I kind of sunk behind yours first.
Yep.
I was like, I might just leave it like half a second later to get out. So I kind of got out just a bit in front of you.
Yeah, because then the plane's still travelling forward as well, so you have range. You first flare. Cool, much better with the arms, way more stable, a lot more similar to that position I was kind of showing you on the footage before. You'll see as you kind of come up, what's happening is you're bending your neck like this, rather than going
like the whole
like
torso.
That, the whole torso,
Yeah, because I felt there was a few there where I went like, well, fuck, and then felt it, and then I was like, oh, that's good, and then I'd sort of like get sloppy and like just...
And then just kind of slack off a bit.
Yeah, I'd almost like pivot from the hips forward, like...
Yeah, cool. That's good. So a bit wobbly, but this is normal.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of it's because you'll be searching with the legs. So if you're in this position here, and usually we're used to pressure, so we kind of push with pressure on the leg, but because you got your whole body straight and you're not bending at the legs like this, which is good, the whole thing's kind of flattening out. So you'll find as you do more and more jumps, this waviness and this floppiness, it's just going to start disappearing. Yeah,
I've definitely felt my inputs they're a bit like I've been putting too much into them, because like you're saying, with like I've got like my whole leg there, so instead of like having a bent knee and just going like that, you get like way more of a reaction.
And it just fucking goes. Yeah, big movements is big reactions. But that's good. So it's tricky to see when we zoom in.
Yeah.
Cool, now you're starting to go up, and this is the area where you can now accelerate. So if you're here, essentially, and your arms are like this, which they're not, if you're going to come up from that area, that's when you just try and go straight, pin it, and the arms to the side. So then if I'm looking at a side view, and say your arms are here, like this, you're just bringing them down, not past the body, but just kind of there, just in line with the body almost, and that's going to allow you to accelerate forward real quick, so you come from there.
And obviously like just a bit further in as well, hey?
Yeah, no, not really. You can just slightly push on it. Push on it and think I'm giving you a nipple cripple and pulling you towards me. And that way the whole chest is going to come like this.
That makes
I'll look at you in a sec. Cool. Yeah, you could see everything I was saying. You could see break off, turn, everything like that.
Break off was a bit sloppy, but
that's alright.
Sort of like wobbled real bad.
Yeah, so you turn, then you tracked off there. Cool. Let's go. Yeah, it can take anywhere from like 20 to 40 jumps just to start being able to get from where you are now to start coming closer. So this is a normal progression. Cool, so if I'm going to be a little bit more picky for the exit, this is much better exit. Ideally what you want to try and do now is get used to more and more having that torso in line with the the same as the plane. But if it's like this, that's fine. Your legs are straight, your arms straight, and you can see, and your body's straight, and you can see as soon as you kind of get off, you start accelerating forward, so that's good. Good work braking, but you want to make sure you don't brake and then kind of still flatten the body out.
Yeah.
So you'll see here, as you brake now, it's kind of flattening and it's pulling you back that little bit to try and keep that
So
nice
what should
and
I do there then?
So like brake, but push in.
Push in the head top. Yeah.
Just kind of let yourself fall like that trust game that I showed you.
Yeah.
Exactly what you did, like do exactly what you did now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why it's not necessarily you have to do different things, it's just learning what the things you're already doing, the effects are on them, and then how to control them. So you'll see here, you can see that neck already, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So that's where you want to extend from the head. Think if I'm getting at the top of your, like, see that dot on my hat? Getting that, and then pulling that so the whole body leans over, and then you're going to be more like that position there. You can see, as I said, how he's a little bit more similar to yourself. So it's all just stage progression. And I showed you as well the arms.
Yeah.
How you can go up and down with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool to do.
So if your arms are here now, if you're going to go steeper, you can see the line of you on the horizon.
Yeah.
Horizon's almost like that. You're a bit flat.
Yeah.
So ideally, if rather than thinking push on the wind or lose the arms more, by extending that head down, so it's more like this, that's what's actually going to roll you over. So you're just going to follow that line of where the head is. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see the chicken neck slightly there. That's good. Now you fixed it. Yeah, I think I'm showing the arms here. There we go, arms up, there you go. And you can see that just the reaction it has compared to the horizon. So this is locked on the horizon. Yeah, it's just like up, down, up, down, up, down. So if you need to go up and you sink below, use that and you're going to start going up again. Yeah. And you can actually feel that pressure, eh?
Yeah, it was good to like watch you do that, and then I was like, oh yeah, and like it. And
just copy.
Just to go, instead of trying to get to something, I'm just fucking trying to do that instead. Yeah, right, yeah.
Monkey see, monkey do. And then you go, you're tracking off fine, that's a fast track, so even if you want to get there, just do that same position.
Yeah.
And just be straight, and that's going to allow you to track fast. And then you can lose the arms, as you saw, you start dropping by losing them and just keeping everything. And then if you need to stop, just bring them back a little bit. But it's that same thing as how you're having here. You can see when you're doing it, your torso isn't really changing too much. It's staying that same pitch and same angle. So you can get used to doing that, whether you're at that angle or whether you're at this angle or anything like that, the effect is the same. Yeah. Exact same. If you widen your arms in, say, let's go back. Okay, so you can see how your arms are back there. Yeah. So if you bring your arms in line with this, so your hands would be there, but your arms would be straight out to the side. That's going to slow you from going this direction. Yeah. If you cup the hands like this, so you leave your elbows there and you cup, that's also causing drag, so it's going to slow you down that way as well. Yeah. So that's where, because you were cupping before, right at the beginning. Where are we? I think it was more on the other jump, I think. No, there you go. Slightly cupping there. Yeah. And that's why I was saying release the arms, so then you can feel yourself dropping. But then I get you to use them again, so you can see that same reaction of what happens when you lose them and when you don't lose them. Yeah. So there's two ways to come down. One, you can use the arms, or two, you can do that trust game where you fall, and you're going to generate a lot more speed that way. Yeah. So the issue is when you do that trust one and then you tip it over a lot more, you'll generate heaps of speed this way, but then if you flatten out, now you're going to generate the speed this direction, and you're going to flatten out and continue carrying this direction. Whereas if you just do the arms, you'll just lose that. And it's the same as on the back. If you're on your back and your arms, well, that's horrible back for you, but your arms are here, and then you do the same thing and you widen them like this, that's going to make you go up and down as well. As you saw, if you were doing, say, that, and then you straight up and you kind of bring them into the burble, that's going to cause you to drop. Yeah. So there's another thing with the burble I can show you is this here. Yeah, it's fucking fucked, eh?
It's so scared.
Vertical. Okay, so this is what the burble looks like when it comes out. Boom, you can see how that creates a burble.
Yeah.
And what I'm drawing there, imagine if this is a backfly person,
Yeah.
and you're looking straight down the head, and that's one of the arms. So essentially, your arms are sitting on that burble, but because they're sitting, see how the burble's created out this way?
Yeah.
It's not really straight up and down. It kind of comes out like a bit of a teardrop.
Yeah.
And then it joins up at the top again.
Yeah.
So if you push that arm out, it's going to cause you to go up. If you pull it in the burble, then you're going to drop.
Yeah, for sure.
So you'll see here, if you also do, say, something like this,
Yeah.
so that could be hooking your legs.
Yeah.
You might be going on a back angle and then you hook.
Yeah.
It could cause something like that. So watch what happens with the turbulence. See how it starts forming in here?
Yeah.
So if you feel rocking, you might be doing something like that.
Yeah.
Same as if you're on your belly and you're doing this, and you're holding your hands and cupping and you feel it's rocking, it's because you're creating shitty airflow, I guess, is the fucking language, the colloquial language. So you want to try and have it as smooth as possible. So you can also see what happens when you have an arm in the burble. It's not even affected.
Yeah, it's not going.
Yeah, so you can feel that dead spot and the fast air. So you want to sit on the back, your arms along that rim.
Yeah.
It's the same as on the belly. You can see your arms are probably just sitting along that line. So if you now need input, all you're doing is spreading your arms out more. So it was like that other picture like this, and you just present more without presenting something like that where you're cupping, and then that's going to cause you go. That's why you can feel it's like kind of real smooth. Then you have the other one, which looks like this. So it's not kind of cupped, it's kind of just straight and flat, and it doesn't spill off, as it doesn't cause this. It still spills off a little bit, but not as much. So you can kind of do this where you're keeping it horizontal to the horizon, rather than pushing that little bit past. That's going to cause turbulence. That's still going to be smooth. That's more what a brake looks like, because you're causing brakes. That will actually speed up, so it's going to make you wobble more.
Yeah.
Because you're presenting less drag.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I'm just getting it.
You're alright.
Yeah, that's far off.
Cool, so that makes sense, eh?
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
And you can see there's now seeing how that drawing went. You can imagine where the wind would be going and causing turbulence here, or where it would be flowing off from the arms. So that little fucking wind tunnel app helps heaps.
Yeah.
It's called Wind Tunnel. It's on the App Store.
True.
Yeah, it's free.
That's sick.
Sweet.
Fuck yeah.
We may be doing another one. I'm not sure. You're keen for more if they're going.
Oh, for sure.
Sweet.